So, for about 2 decades, Google has been the absolute king of the internet, right? But now, the sudden explosion of generative AI has basically triggered a code red inside the company. Today, we're going to break down their all in strategy to not just survive this new era, but to completely dominate it. Let's dig into why this is such a critical make or break moment for one of the most powerful companies in the world.
And this really is the central question, isn't it? I mean, how can a company that's been a pioneer in AI for more than a decade suddenly find itself looking like it's on the defensive? Well, the answer reveals a fundamental threat to the very core of its empire, and that's exactly where we're going to start.
Okay, so before Google can even think about building its future, it has to protect its present. The first part of this whole strategy is a massive defensive operation, and it's all centered on the one product that defines Google for billions of us: search. For the very first time in its history, that familiar page full of blue links is facing a true existential threat. The entire way we find information online is being totally reimagined, and Google has to adapt, and adapt fast, or it risks becoming obsolete. This slide just lays it out perfectly. On the left, you've got the classic Google experience we all know, a list of references you have to click on and read through yourself. But on the right, that's the new challenger, a direct conversational answer. The AI gives you the finished product, not just the ingredients. So why would you scroll through links when an AI can just tell you the answer? That's the question that has Google on high alert. And this threat isn't coming from some small startup. No way. It's a full frontal assault from a totally revitalized Microsoft, armed with OpenAI's incredible technology. They are weaving AI into every single part of their world, from Bing search to the Windows operating system and even the Office suite. So this isn't just a battle for search, it's a battle for the entire tech stack. But Google isn't just playing defense, of course not. They are launching a massive counteroffensive to not only protect their home turf, but to go out and conquer brand new territory in this age of AI. Their attack plan is focused on three key fronts. First, they are determined to win the increasingly important cloud war. Second, they're fighting to control what they believe is the next major computing platform. And third, they have to evolve their biggest moneymaker, the advertising business. So let's start with that first one. The competition with Amazon's AWS and Microsoft's Azure, it's not just about storage and computing power anymore. It's now all about who can provide the best, the most powerful, and the most efficient AI models and infrastructure for other businesses to build on top of. It's a battle to become the literal foundation of the new AI economy. The second prong is all about platform control. Google is weaving its AI model Gemini into the very fabric of everything you use. It's on your Android phone, it's powering new features in your Pixel, it's helping you write emails in Gmail and summarize pages in Chrome. The goal here is to make their ecosystem so smart that leaving it feels like a serious downgrade. Which brings us to that crucial third prong, advertising. As search shifts from lists of links to actual conversations, the ads have to evolve too. Google is developing new conversational ad formats that can slot right into AI-generated answers, making sure its multi-billion-dollar ad business survives and even thrives in this new world. So after shoring up its defenses and launching a counterattack, we can now turn to the final act of Google's strategy. And this isn't just some short-term reaction. No, Google is fundamentally re-architecting its entire company around AI, positioning it as the core engine that's going to power all of its future ambitions. And in this race, you have to remember, Google has some powerful, unique advantages. They have decades of data from search and YouTube. I mean, that's the world's largest library of human knowledge and creativity right there. They have over a decade of dedicated AI research. And crucially, they have their own custom-built hardware designed specifically for AI. This piece of hardware is called a TPU, or a tensor processing unit. You can just think of it as a super specialized chip that is way more efficient at running AI models than a standard processor. Having their own custom silicone like this gives them a massive edge in both performance and cost when it comes to training and running these enormous new AI systems. But beyond all the data and the hardware, there's the human element. The war for AI dominance is also a war for talent. The best and brightest engineers and researchers, they want to work on the most ambitious, world-changing projects. And if Google is seen as falling behind, they risk a brain drain to their rivals, which could be absolutely catastrophic. And all this foundational AI work isn't just for search and ads. It's the fuel for Alphabet's most audacious moonshots. Breakthroughs in AI directly speed up progress for Waymo's self-driving cars, for Isomorphic Labs' work in discovering new drugs, and for Verily's life sciences research. AI is the key that unlocks all of these ambitious futures. So, when you pull it all together, what does this code red really represent? It's a complete realignment of the entire company around a single, incredibly powerful technology. This quote from our source material just sums it up perfectly. AI is not just one thing for Google, it's everything. It's the shield to defend their search empire, it's the sword to attack new markets, and it's the bedrock upon which they're going to build their next generation of products and services. Which leaves us with this final, crucial question. For 20 years, Google's mission was to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible. But with generative AI, they are now squarely in the business of creating information. This is a profound shift, and whether they succeed will define not just the future of Google, but probably the future of technology itself.